Oh, hey, check this out. Is there beef between David and Mike? I assume, Chris B. Cream, that you're referring to David Wood and Mike Winger, and you're about to see beef like you've never seen before.
I mean, I would understand why there's beef. Yeah.
Why would you think there's beef?
Well, because he's a nerd and
nerd. Exactly. I was like, if AP says because he's a nerd, AP's a genius. what really gets me is if you talk to Mike Winger in person, he talks like this and talks like the biggest nerd you've ever talked to at any point in your entire life. That's how he talks. But he makes his videos and he runs everything through like some auto-tune filter or something like that, so that he sounds cool when he's talking like that. And you listen to him in real life and he's like, it's like, so anyway, it's like someone who, I don't know, just someone who is totally fake. See, look, people know. Look, the people have spoken. Winger, epic nerd. See that? You're gonna see, because for people who haven't even seen him yet, you're gonna be like, whoa! It's like he's like if Napoleon Dynamite became a Christian pastor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's Mike Winger in a nutshell. People are smart. Venom here points out that Mike is voice catfishing. We could call it voice catfishing. He's pretending to have a cool voice, but it's actually fake. He's catfishing with a fake voice.
That's not cool.
All right, so Mike Winger here says, following in the footsteps of Muhammad, who married Aisha when she was a 6-year-old girl. Notice you got L here. Mike Winger is my favorite Christian YouTube pastor. Some people do just like nerds, right? They're like, oh, look at this adorable Revenge of the Nerds type guy sharing stuff. And
I mean, I understand that because people like me. So, yeah. There we have an example.
Yeah. And you have people here. Jose Gomez, shout out to my wingalings. That's how Mike talks. Hey, shout out to all my wigglings out there who are tuning in for my broadcast. And we're going to talk about the Bible today, specifically the book of Obadiah. We're going to go through the book of Obadiah. We're going to see all the brilliant life lessons. Bibbity bobbity, right? That's how it's done. But again, he runs his stuff through the filter, so we'll see it in a second. All right, so should we watch some of Mike Winger? Keep in mind, guys, he is catfishing with the voice here. He has a much more ridiculous voice.
Let's destroy Mike Winger.
All right, so we're going to be agreeing with Mike Winger, but he doesn't get a free pass for being a nerd just because we're watching him.
This is worse than anything we have ever seen.
And so some examples could be that in Islam, Jesus is considered a prophet. So this is different.
Hold up. What kind of dork lights up his background with a blue background to make it look cooler? I mean, look at it. You see him lighting up his back. Hold up. Hang on. I want to be cool like Mike Winger. Hold up. Oh, here we go. Everyone. Hey, check it out. All right.
It is a terrible idea to have your background blue.
It's just straight dork move.
Yeah, ridiculous.
I got the blue going like Mike Winger, and now I can be super cool. All right, so that'll help any of his fans who come over here. They'll feel like they're at home. You see his bookshelves in the background? What a dork, man. And before someone blurts out, but David, you have bookshelves too. Yeah, mine are handmade bookshelves. He got those straight from IKEA. Look at that. Those are store-bought bookshelves. It's not manly, guys. It's not manly. Can't work with his hands. Went and bought some bookshelves from IKEA. Probably had someone else assemble. Are those gummy bears or jelly beans on his desk? There's a giant jar of gummy bears on his desk beside a light bulb that's doing nothing except lighting up a $40 guitar from Walmart. How does this guy have people watching it? Like, how? Oh my goodness.
Just picking out the random thing and just picking on him for sport.
Wow. Well, he certainly makes it easy. Can you see his fingernail? He's got one. It's his middle finger. It's right here. He's got his middle finger right here. But he's got
I see it now. Yeah, I see it now.
what, 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 what kind of pastor is this? He's got one painted fingernail.
Maybe it's an injury. I don't know.
Okay, so, so yeah, from what? Building his bookshelves?
You guys asking? Seriously, my finger, I smashed it. That's all. I smashed it. You should have seen it like a week ago. It was like all blue. The whole finger was. So I smashed it here. I got a little bit of a blood blister here. There you go.
See?
Wait. If he gets his shells from IKEA, how's he smashing his finger? Don't act like you're doing a work, real man's work here. You know what I mean? Like what? Hang on, hold up. Oh, hang on. Because notice he doesn't say what happened. He just says he smashed it, right? But how's this guy? How's this like king of the nerds gonna smash his finger? Like, what's he doing? So it's like, hey, AP, you be you. I'll be Mike Winger. You ask me what happened to my finger.
Okay. I'll show your finger first. Okay.
Huh?
You gotta make it real. Show your finger first. Okay. Oh, what happened to your finger, David?
Oh, well, very thoughtful of you to ask, neighbor, because as you know, caring is sharing. You're not going to believe this, but I went ahead and got my new copy of the ESV Study Bible, and boy, is this thing a monster. But I've already, I've had 3 copies of this before, but I burned through them all. You know how that goes. Anyway, I got so excited when my new leather-bound ESV Study Bible came in, I just immediately started reading. And since it is in chronological order, I just started reading, and then I got to the end, and I go, whoo, and I slammed this big old book right on my finger, and look what happened.
Oh boy.
Wingalings. Anyway,
I wonder if he's gonna watch us and cry. I don't know. I hope he is.
He's probably gonna send me why are you messing with me? No, I'm not gonna send. I was gonna send you some gummy bears, but no more.
Oh boy!
Can't believe AP is making fun of this poor innocent pastor.
Terrible.
All right. All right. Let's get back to Ned Flanders here. Let me go ahead and pull up Surah 33, verse 37 to show what Mike Winger was saying to all his fans. His fans are the Wingalings. So he starts a show like he cut to like a middle of a show for this clip, but normally it's hidely ho to all my Wingalings out there, and then he gets into to his topics. So that was the advice of Mike Winger to his Wingalings. All the Wingalings. All my Wingalings out there, if you got to read the Quran, just make sure you pay attention to these things. Yeah, so Mike Winger, nicest, gentlest, nerdiest Christian pastor in the world, would never in a million years think of hurting anyone's feelings. If you want to go ahead and read it, yeah, show how you embarrassed him, because I don't want people to look at that and think, oh, he's a nerd, so he's smart.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
He said,
I don't want to brag about
he did say something that caused you to go, wow, this is completely insane and ridiculous. And I can't believe that Christian apologists argue like this. Yeah, Mike, why don't you man up and crush AP and explain exactly what you mean and how
He's
AP
scared.
is actually. Yeah, are you scared? Are you scared of him?
He's scared. I would destroy him completely. How about we arrange a fight? How about a fist fight?
Well, I don't want to get into an argument, because then AP might not like me. You know what I say, if you've hurt people's feelings about anything, you haven't followed Jesus. What's creepy is all these dudes will again try to defend it. Oh, Mary was a little girl and stuff like that. And what's happening? You are ending up, they are causing the nicest, nerdiest IKEA furniture buying, damaging their finger from too much reading, blue light in the background. they're annoying these guys so much that they're coming out and condemning Muhammad's relationship with Aisha. That's the impact Dawa is having.
The blue light thing is really ridiculous. I mean, what kind of nerd puts blue light?
That's like extreme nerd
background. Yeah.
Oh, look, I have a bunch of books and I have a blue light. Now you should listen to me because I have gummy bears. You want some gummy bears? People always disagree with me and they say, Mike, I think you're wrong about the gospel. And so I just jump right out and tell them, hey, let's have some gummy bears. Let's have some gummy bears. So by the time we've had a few handfuls of gummy bears, everything is all right. I always say that. I always say everything's better after a handful of gummy bears. What should we do? Should we finish out this clip? There's only like a minute left, I think.
Maybe, yeah. Let's do it justice.
All right, neighbors, we're going to wrap it on up here.
Whoa, wait a minute, David. You should be scared.
What?
You talked so much trash. I guess who's in the chat now?
Who?
Guess who's in the chat now?
Who?
Mike
Winger? Hidely ho! Hey, Mike, give us a hidely ho to all my winglings. Mike Winger. Wait, no fair, you trolled me and I was with family and unable to fight. He was unable to fight. So look, meanwhile, you got the real men sitting here drinking Bitburger. We're drinking Bitburger and making fun of nerds. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what real men do on Father's Day. And meanwhile, Mike Winger sitting in front of your IKEA bookshelves with your blue light and your gummy bears. Hey, Mike, look what I did. Look what I did reading my new ESP study Bible. Oh, my goodness. Nerd! Did you hear it? Nerd! with your books. Oh, boy. I missed the whole thing. I'll have to watch it later. Yeah, be sure to check the chat too, Mike, because it's pretty hilarious. Let's see, what do we have? Good clan here. David and AP, I hope that I will become like you guys. Don't be like us. Be like Mike Winger. The world needs more nerds. No, good clan. Being a nerd is actually cool now. Have you noticed that? Like when I was a kid, it was like bad to be a nerd, but now they call it like geek chic and stuff like that. It's like cool to be super nerdy. And that's probably why people like Mike Winger can be popular on YouTube. Because I guess they're, you know, if you're drawing from the entire population of the world, there are nerds all around the world. And so you can find fans. And then you find like the cool jocks who are sympathetic to the nerds. And so it can always happen. David Wood is the evil Spock version of me.
That's good. That's good.
We have this comment from Wingaling. He says, hey, David, I just saw your video on that Islamic apologist saying that Jesus physically died and rose again, but that it doesn't count as dying or being crucified because the angels did take his soul. That is indeed wild stuff, David. That is wild stuff. I'll have to do some further investigation. I'm going to buy every book on the topic and put it on my beautiful bookshelf. That is my my crap IKEA bookshelves. Not homemade. You see this? You see this, Mike Winger? I bought this wood at the lumber store. Built it myself. That's how it's done. And you got here Deja Vu.
Plus, you should get rid of blue light. Blue light in the back is just unacceptable.
That is. I mean,
terrible.
It's extremely effeminate. Let's just say that. Alhamdulillah. All right. We'd just like to thank Mike Winger for providing that video, for auto-tuning his voice to make him sound like he's got some bass in his voice. Thank you for all the gummy bears. Who does that? Look at my $40 Walmart guitar back there. Who does that? Oh, man. Anyway, let's just say ideas about what's cool and not have changed since I was a boy, and even are very different depending on where you go in the world. And heidly ho, everyone! From me, Mike Winger. Shout out to all the Wingalings. Thanks for tuning in, guys. But that's what these guys, it's funny because you want to say Muslims are like that on Twitter, and there's like, hey, I said Sahih Bukhari, and they think I don't know it's Bukhari. But then you got me making fun of Mike Winger here. And oh my goodness, I can't believe you're making fun of the poor defenseless, nerdiest pastor in the history of forever.